welcome back to Cat Things, and today we're doing something different and we are actually going to be testing recipes. I love cooking and I love finding some new recipes, but they don't always work out. Sometimes you watch this great recipe by a YouTuber and you try to recreate it and you're like, oh my god, it just doesn't work. So we're gonna test on this kitchen interesting, famous, tricky recipes from different YouTube channels, and I thought we're going to start with no-cook salad rolls from Pickup Limes. The weather right now is summery, you feel like you want some vegetables, something light for lunch, so I thought this would be a perfect choice. And I'm also trying to eat more plant-based, so it's always exciting to find new, easy plant-based recipes. And of course, there must be something tricky in the recipe, and it is a rice paper. I chose it on purpose because I thought that it could be easy to mess up. So I actually want to see if the instructions from the video are going to work out. So let's get started. So let me walk you through what we're going to need for the recipe. I have everything here on the table, and the first step is that we're going to need some rice noodles. These are the ones that I found in Canadian stores, so that wasn't a very difficult ingredient to find. The next thing that we're going to need is a spring roll wrappers, also generally easy to find in groceries in Canada. Basically a rice paper. Now to the vegetables that we're going to put in. Of course you can vary it any way you want. I'm just following the recipe exactly as it is to show you if it actually works. So we have here some frozen edamame. Then we're going to use some red cabbage, already used to have. Some bell pepper. I had the yellow one and it was already sliced. That's why I already have it ready. We're gonna need a carrot, a cucumber, avocado. All right, and for the sauce, we're going to need a lime, actually half a lime. So I have the whole one here, hoisin sauce. I have never tried this before this recipe. I think I might have in a restaurant, but I was never aware of it, that it was a hoisin sauce. However, I was able to find it in a grocery store as well. You can probably find it in an Asian supermarket if you don't have it in your local grocery. And some peanut butter. So let's get started on the recipe. The first step is to pour some boiling water over the rice noodles and the edamame. Okay, so we have our noodles and our edamame soaking in the boiling water. So I'm gonna start with the cucumber. And in the video, what Saja does is that she takes the peeler and just creates sort of like slice stripes. So we're gonna do the same. This is the potato peeler that I'm using. Okay, so our next step is that we're gonna take a carrot and we're gonna just peel first the skin, and then with the same peeler we're going to create the stripes that we will put in the roll. Okay, our carrots are ready, and the next one is avocado. I actually have a fancy avocado peeler, so this is what I'm going to do to cut it first. And last but not least, we're just gonna slice a bit of cabbage to put in the rolls and to decorate the rolls. Okay, so our garnishes are almost ready. All we need to do is to dry the water from the edamame and from the rice noodles, which I have here. And after that, we'll be ready to work with our rice paper. So we're ready to work with our rice paper, and the first thing that we need to do is to put some lukewarm water in some kind of bowl. I use this is a dish for baking. I don't have any special deep plate. So this is the one that I'm going to be using, and the rice paper just fits in there. And I'm going to put some water in there. I feel like this could go really wrong if you keep the paper for too long, because it continues to soften, and if you hold it for too long, you won't be able to wrap your rolls. You might be wondering why I know this. Yes, because I already made that mistake several times. So we're gonna take the roll and put it in the water, just gently pressing it. Okay, so as soon as you feel that the paper is softening, you have to remove it and place it on the plate. Now you can do your garnishes, so I'll start with a little bit of rice noodles. On the next step, we're gonna put some peppers. Basically here you can pretty much put anything that you like. Then some cucumbers, some edamame, cabbage, and we can roll it. And while I'm rolling, I already feel that the paper is getting quite sticky, so you have to sort of work fast and gentle with it, otherwise it's gonna get super sticky. Also, like, don't pull it too much, otherwise it's going to break. So try to create it tight. This is what I managed to do so far, so it looks pretty good. I'm gonna place it on a separate plate for now, and we're gonna do another one. All right, our rolls are ready and they're looking really colorful and beautiful. I'm very excited to try them. But before that, we need to make our sauce. And for it, we're gonna need half a lime, which I have here, 1/4 cup of peanut butter. So I don't have a measuring cup to have 1/4 cup, but it's approximately 4 tablespoons. So this is what we're gonna do. And then we have 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce, so the same, and 2 tablespoons of water. We're gonna put it all in a bowl and mix it up to make the sauce. So let's get started on this. Okay, and we're done. It's ready. I have a full bowl of sauce here, but I placed some on the plate. We are ready to do the taste test. And another reason why I picked up this recipe is because I really cannot stand peanut butter. I don't like its smell and taste. And I like to find the recipes that are going to challenge me to change my mind and introduce the flavors in a new context. So this is why I'm excited to try it out and see if it's actually tasty and if it can make me like the peanut butter taste. Okay, so let's do the test taste right now. So I'm going to pick up one of those and just take a spoon and place a bit of sauce on the top. The sauce is quite creamy, so I find that it's better to just place it with a spoon rather than dip it. I feel like it could be quite a dangerous operation when you try to dip it in, because everything can fall out of your roll if you didn't do it very tight. All right, it's the moment of truth. I have to say, they are delicious. Even if I don't like peanut butter, it still tastes very, very good. And it's definitely a great lunch on a hot summer day where you don't want to cook, or on a hot evening when you just want to like whip something together quickly. I can also see how you can serve this dish to a group of people, a group of friends coming over, especially because it's so customizable. And what I'm also gonna do is, because I want to see how this recipe is going to hold up in the fridge. Sometimes you cook too much, sometimes you have food leftovers. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put some overnight, and I'll update you after how the recipe held up, how these rolls held up overnight in the fridge, and how it tastes afterwards. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for staying with me and cooking this dish together. I really had a lot of fun. And if you have any specific requests for the recipes that we should test out, please leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting recipes coming up. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Next time we're going to bake something really, really good. I'll see you in the next video. Hi, so I thought I'm gonna give you an update on the no-cook salad rolls. I promised that I'm gonna put them in the fridge and see what happens. And I have to say, when I took them out of the fridge, they were sort of like a little bit mushy and not so great. I did microwave them for like 30 seconds and they were actually not so bad once microwaved. I do understand though that this is the dish for summer and it's meant to be eaten right away, so definitely shouldn't be stored. but could be, and that's exactly what I wanted to test. We also did try it with the sriracha mayo, so mixed in sriracha sauce and mayonnaise, and that was also pretty good, so can recommend that as an additional sauce. But overall, really great way to customize the dish. It's super customizable, as you can put as many tastes in it as you want and as many different ingredients as you want, which is great to serve a big group of people. If you have people who prefer different things, eat meat, don't eat meat, eat fish, don't eat fish, don't like specific vegetables. So that's great.